निवासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते.
Harsh Ravi saying, I wonder when an ideal India will appear. There can be no such thing as an ideal India, because then you are talking about an equilibrium. Equilibrium is about stagnation. Stagnation can never happen and should not happen. We should always keep evolving towards better and better things. If at all you sometime think in the near future that yeah, ab aa gaya ideal India, then you are claiming that in that ideal India everyone is happy and no one has any problems, no one has any complaints in their life. That would be the hypothetical ideal utopian India. जो लाने में सिर्फ और भी ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स होगा. इससे अच्छा है कि यू एडमिट दैट यू टेक इन टू अकाउंट दैट येस देयर विल बी नो सोसाइटी एवर विच हैज़ जीरो प्रॉब्लम्स. तो लेट्स जस्ट कीप गेटिंग बेटर एज मच एज पॉसिबल. ये आइडियल वाला चक्कर तो कम्युनिस्ट का है. ओके, हर्ष सिंह, आई एम नॉट सेइंग आइडियल इन दैट सेंस, एटलीस्ट प्री कॉलोनियल टाइम्स. या प्री कॉलोनियल टाइम्स क्या होगा? आई थिंक वी आर ऑन द वे. We are going to more and more pre-colonial times, but it will never be pre-colonial ever again. And here's why. Because the reality is that Hindu society was not united, right? India नाम का कोई देश तो था नहीं. India नाम का concept था. There was a cultural unity, but that was not conscious. People did not know that we have to be united against these Islamic invaders. They are the out group. ये तो किसी के दिमाग में आया नहीं. वो तो अब आ रहा है ना, 2014 के बाद से स्पेशली. अब इंडिया का जो स्टेट बन गया, हिंदुइज्म जो यूनाइटेड हो गया, ऑल जो संप्रदायज एंड सेक्ट्स थे ये सब यूनाइटेड हो गए हैं. अब इसके बाद ये फिर डिसयूनाइटेड होके वो प्री सिविलाइजेशन नहीं होगा और प्री कॉलोनाइजेशन हिंदू सिविलाइजेशन कभी नहीं होगा. और सिंस दैट वोंट हैपन, दोज काइंड्स ऑफ लाइफस्टाइल्स एंड थिंकिंग विल नेवर कम बैक. एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो इनएविटेबल बिकॉज यू सी एवरी टाइम a cultural civilization, a civilizational state is at threat, they become united and form a slightly more homogeneous society, and because they have to stand up to that threat. And this is not something that only Hindus and Hindutva evil people and India is doing. They can argue, the commies can argue that yeah, there was no India and Hinduism before 1947, तो तुम काहे अब ये बोल रहे हो? And just like I said 10 minutes back, that their criticisms are so stupid that even if you take into account their criticism, even then their larger narrative does not stand. Okay, see, what they are criticizing you for doing today is what they are criticizing your ancestors for not doing. They are saying, why are you creating this concept of a Hindu state, and at the same time they are saying, why weren't the Hindus united and why couldn't they prevent the Islamic invaders? अजीब आदमी है. ये है कार्ल मार्क्स का thinking. So we'll have to ignore that in the first place, and that always happens. Hindu civilization, what Hindu civilization is doing today, and they are standing up as one country, as one nation, is what was recommended even in 1947. Usko to two nation theory बोल के भगा दिया. But other than that, that has always happened in other places as well. These ideas are universal. That is what happened in the formation of United States of America. जब United States of America बन रहा था, तब उसके detractors, the people from the British side arguing in their courts and debate places were saying that कहाँ से हुआ ये United States of America? These are just random disunited colonies who were created by the British. तुम लोगों में से अचानक ये नेशन का आइडिया कहाँ से आ गया? And then they had to say that we are living here for 300 years as immigrants from England and Ireland and Scotland, and we are going on paying taxes and not using them for our own benefit. We are sending those taxes to England. Taxes देना बंद करेंगे हम, क्योंकि हम ये जो ऑपरेशन का जो एक यूनिटी है उसके बेसिस पे हम यूनाइटेड हो रहे हैं और यूनाइटेड होके एक देश बनाएंगे. That is what we are doing today. That is what the Gauls did when Julius Caesar threatened them. The Gallic civilization, they were called disunited tribes. Okay, that's the area of France and Belgium. Julius Caesar brings his Roman army and says that भागो यहाँ से, अब मैं तुमको उठा लूंगा. And then एक बड़ा ही लंबा और अजीब नाम है एक ट्राइबल लीडर का, गॉलिक एरिया का. वो उठ के बोलता है कि अरे इसको तो अब रोकना होगा. So he goes around spreading the message to all Gallic tribes that no, अब छोड़ो, इंटरनल प्रॉब्लम्स छोड़ो, सिविलाइजेशन स्टेट गया गड्ढे में, यूनाइटेड बनो, रोमन एम्पायर को रोक नहीं पाए वो अलग बात है, बट दैट इज द सेम इथोस दैट वी आर डूइंग टुडे, एंड दैट विल ऑलवेज हैपन. एंड वंस दैट हैपेंस, देयर इज नो गोइंग बैक. because going back would mean disuniting again. Maybe someday if we are so complacent that we will go back to those things, but that going back is not actually great. That going back would mean we are so complacent that we are weak, which is also what is happening to USA today. 1776 में जो unity उनको बनाना पड़ा because they were a threat, now they are so complacent that they think nothing is a threat. Only biggest threat in my life is patriarchy. So that's why USA का unity पूरा गड्ढे में चला गया है अभी, which is what we can't afford to have anytime soon.
जय